Welcome to the comeback series. I hate myself. Hi everyone. Hello everyone. I am so sorry that I went missing for the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe 4, somewhere in the middle there. But I'm back and I missed you guys. I missed being on YouTube. I missed filming. I missed creating. Actually, filming, that's a lie, because I've been filming a lot of content. I have been a busy lady. We went away to Airlie with our friends. I've been filming day in the life, weeks in the life kind of stuff. But the editing, never heard of her. Never heard of her. So I'm kind of in this position where I've got so much content that I want to bring you guys, but then also, has the moment passed? Like, am I still going to take you down the Airlie Beach April 12th holiday when it's currently, March 12th holiday, when it's currently April 21st? I don't know. I might sift through the content and see what we're feeling. Let me know if you still want to see it. But I had a team meeting with myself today, about 5 minutes ago, and I said, Christina, you need to pick up your camera and you need to confess your sins and say sorry for disappearing off the face of the earth. So this is me doing that, and I really hope that you can accept my apology, because I'm back. And I'm committing to being back. We might talk about this a little bit as we go, but your girl's just been feeling overwhelmed. I've been feeling overwhelmed, and it just goes to show that YouTube exited the group chat for a minute there, which I don't want to happen, because you guys know I love you. I love being here. I love creating YouTube, and I want to be here. Above all else, I want to be here. So this is me pulling my finger out of my ass and picking up my camera. So I've created a bit of a plan of attack around when I'm going to be editing. I'm making the time, I'm making it a priority, and yeah, day one, as they say, and this is day one. So it's so nice to see your face. I wish I could see your face. I feel like guys, I don't know if you're a creator on YouTube, you probably get this. I'm sure you get this. When I'm looking at this camera, I'm like, there's my best friend. There's my best friends right in there. So as always, if you're here, thank you. Please tell me how you are in the comments, in my Instagram DMs, wherever it may be. I want to hear from you guys. Whilst this doesn't feel like a one-way channel, because I genuinely feel like my friends are sitting inside this camera, but I want to hear from you. So yeah, welcome back. Welcome to the comeback series. I hate myself. So today's agenda. The last few days I have gone completely off grid because my nervous system needed it. I needed a reset. I needed to give myself permission to be so unproductive. That is something I really struggle with extreme perfectionist tendencies, but from a trauma lens, and just always feeling like I need to be on, doing, productive, especially now working full-time, but wanting content creation, YouTube, socials to be my full-time job. I feel so guilty when I have a long weekend, for example, and then I'm not productive in this capacity, because I'm like, but that's where you want to be. You need to use the time. But then I feel so anxious because I'm not actually giving myself 2 seconds to breathe. So my number one priority as I continue to build is regulating my nervous system, is becoming okay again with actually prioritizing, not being productive, so that I don't get to these points where I hit burnout, because I'm pretty sure I hit burnout on Friday and I spiraled. So yeah, I had the whole weekend to just rein it in. All I've literally done is read. I'm Evie. Shh. Peace, quiet, namaste, Evie. All I've done is read. Oh my god, the book that I'm reading, I will show you it later. I've read maybe 300 pages in the last 40 hours, not even. And I'm trying to slow down because I don't want it to end. But wow, that's good. So literally all I've done is rest, read, lay by the pool, get some sun, go for walks. I haven't trained. I haven't been putting extra stress on my body. I've just been living with nowhere to be, not consuming anything. Just, it's been what I've needed. And yeah, today is Monday. It is Easter long weekend, so I didn't really do anything. I put a few snippets in, saw the girls on Friday and Saturday, which is what my soul needed. It has been forever since we have all been in the same place, so that was so needed. And then this weekend I really, been in my own energy the entire time. Cruz is away at work, and obviously my family's in Adelaide, so I didn't really like do Easter, which was kind of nice because I was just in my own world. So today I had a call this morning with a client because I did some one-off like socials calls this last fortnight, which was really fun. And then took Evie for a walk early today, and now I'm going to read for a little bit by the pool, and then we're going to get into some house jobs today. I've got some washing on. House is pretty good, but I want to do like the windows. I want to just like, I'll do all my meal prep today for the week. And yeah, just coming back in with a fresh energy, because I definitely, I burned out. And also I'm mindful that like burnout lasts longer than like a day. So I feel like I'm on like the edge up. I'm on the cliff, and like I started kind of tipping down the cliff, and now I'm back up on the cliff. But I'm mindful. I've really been intentional around, okay, how am I going to support myself moving forward to do it all, but not burn out in the process, and to really prioritize myself and my nervous system. I got a new journal the other day. All that I've been doing is journaling. I feel like I've just got so much in my head. I have seasons with it. I have a very big season right now of just wanting to like brain dump everything and make everything make sense in my head. So my intention for this week is like productive, not from a trauma lens though. Classic, if you don't laugh. Productive, but grounded, and I don't want to be in a rush. Usually I could be quite frantic, like trying to get everything in. So when I get up, I go to the gym, I go for my walk, I get ready for work, I go to work. It's like all very, and I want to do it all, but I want to not rush. I want to be namaste. I want to be grounded, because what do we know? When we're grounded, we execute everything approximately 5 million times better, and there's no need to stress. There's no need to be overwhelmed, because life in divine timing, we're still showing up and getting it done. So that's all for now. I have rambled on for 10 minutes. I'm gonna make a decaf. Do I even want like milk? I think I'll make a decaf. I'm also really limiting my caffeine. And yeah, go by the pool, read, and then we're gonna get into some house jobs. So it could be a bit of a like random day, but just like a normal day. I think that's something else, by the way. Actually, we'll talk about that later. So, hi, love you, I'm back. Thank you for being here. And let's go and just read for a little bit, and then we'll rendezvous. I have a surprise for Cruz this week, and I mean, by the time this video goes up, it won't be a surprise anymore, so I can say it. But I have organized for his mum to fly to the Gold Coast. So she's coming on Friday, so it's currently Monday, and I think that's just so fun. So I've got to today also like kind of get her room ready, and that's kind of it. Like the second bathroom, but it's fine. Get those things sorted so that he's not suspicious when he gets home on Thursday if I'm trying to like, oh, that lighting. So that he's not suspicious on Thursday if I'm like trying to clean and stuff, because he'd be like, it's not that deep, let's just do it on the weekend. But I'm like, no, because your mum's coming tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna get all that sorted today, so then I don't have to do it after work and stuff. But how fun is that? Okay, guys, I just want to say that I have never in my life done this pour, as in the coffee shot into the glass, without it going everywhere. And look, I totally get that I should just have, like with my matcha, a coffee cup that has like a spout, but I don't. I don't. So we're just gonna try, but I just felt like I had to say that because it's like a universal experience, surely. Like, surely no one is not spilling their coffee. Like, so half of this, even though it's decaf, but like if it was calf, it would really only be like a half a shot because most of it goes on the kitchen bench, you know what I'm saying? Let's try anyway. Imagine if I got it. It's just doomsday, like you just know it's not gonna happen, you know? Okay. Oh, see? Yeah, every time. I actually thought that I nearly had it there. I really did. I really did. I did, guys. I did. Anyway, just normalizing that. Just normalizing it. It appears that the sun has disappeared, but that's okay. We're gonna go out. I think I might also make a fruit platter. That feels nice. So yeah, fruit platter, this. Guys, I love milk. I love milk. I just need to tell you that. When I was little, I drank milk. I'm wondering how much I should share with you guys, but we're best friends, so whatever, just keep it between us. I won't tell you that one yet, but milk. I drank like glasses of milk every single day, like probably 3 of them with dinner. 3 of those glasses of milk with dinner. So yeah, like, you know, when people complain about coffee that it just tastes like milk, I don't have that problem. I love it, I really do. This is quite milky. So good. Okay, let's make a fruit platter and then let's go out and read and get some sun. We are going to have kiwi fruit, apple, and mandarin. I don't want to judge, guys. I don't want to judge, but I've got some thoughts I need to share with you. The fur, well, there's only really one thought, but something that I just don't understand is people who chop ingredients on their like bench top. Like, I totally get that you could get away with it, you know, from a practicality lens, if that's the word, it could make sense, but like, you know, germs, I don't know. I'm just such, and totally, like we clean our stuff, we clean our benches. I'm just such a freak with stuff like that. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure I get my germs, like germaphobe, from my mum, but I'm kind of glad to have it, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather be a germaphobe than someone that eats other people's germs. But yeah, I don't know, it couldn't be me. It could not be me. Sorry if you do that, but it just weeks me out. Anyways, my thoughts are that I've been having also, like I was kind of starting to touch on before, I feel like a block, if you will, that I've been experiencing with my YouTube is that like my days are all the same. So they're the same and they're different, but they're the same, you know what I mean? So especially now going back to work, and my intention behind going back to work having been to create security for myself, to really focus on my socials, for that to then become my work. Like, my job is definitely not my end game, and everyone that knows me knows that, like my boss literally knows that. But then I feel like I've let it become a limitation where I'm like, well, for 9 or 8 hours of the day I'm working. So how much of the same thing do you want to see? You know, like my mornings, then I go to work, and then I come home, and then I eat, and then I hang out with Cruz, and then I go to bed. And I'm not gonna let it be a problem, okay? I'm really calling myself out, but I just feel like, I'm like, well, no one's gonna watch that. And then I just get in my own head, but then I think to the kind of content I love to watch, and it's just the day-to-day. And it's the reality, especially for me. I want to really own the fact that I want to be a full-time content creator, that I want to create an incredible platform on here with you guys and to connect with you guys and have that be something that I get to then call my work someday. And I think a lot of people don't let themselves say that out loud because we're just so afraid of being seen as like a try hard or seen whatever way. And I'm just not having it. Like, I just want to claim it so loudly. I want to be so open about it, and also acknowledge that you can't just get there overnight. Like, you do need to put in the work and have, you know, work outside of that to start with, and that is very much my job right now. And then I can't let that job be the reason why I don't create content, because I feel like it's boring, because it's just my real life. You know, I just want to take you guys along for my real life. I feel not that I've necessarily been curated on YouTube, because I think it's my most authentic platform. Like, I can just get on and talk to you guys, but I want to take it up a notch and actually just let it be so real and messy and raw and honest with you guys. And I do work full time, so that's obviously going to be part of my content and just stuff like that. So I'm just saying that to say it and to voice it and to put it out into the universe that I'm going to show more of the real shit, because that is my life. And if I'm not showing my life, then I've got nothing to actually share with you guys. So that's that. I made the executive decision to not do the kiwi fruit for now, because that's a lot of fruit. So let's go read, eat, drink, and then we'll rendezvous. I'll do this until the next load of washing is done. Then we'll hang the washing out, and then we'll get into house jobs or meal prep first. Either. But let's go. I was really hoping that was going to be crunchier. Not your best. All right, let's go. Perfect. Honestly, happy with that. Okay, also this book, I have maybe spoke about it on here, maybe not. But Magnolia Parks is 1000 bazillion% my favorite ever series. And this, well, like Jessa Hastings is 1000% my favorite author. And so, of course, as soon as this book came out, Sooo actually recommended it. I got it and I'm obsessed. Like, I got it on Saturday afternoon, and this is what we're looking like. Like, I only have this much left, and I feel really sad about it because I don't want it to end, but I'm gonna read for the next like hour. So I just love it so much. I love it so much. The Conditions of Will, just take my word for it. Take my word for it. Anyway, I'm gonna park up. I'm gonna read for the next little bit, eat my fruit, drink my little cough, and then, yeah. It's moments like these where you're just like, it's really not that deep, is it? Nothing's really that deep, because I'm just out in the sun with my book and some fruit and myself, and nothing really matters. You know, nothing really matters, so yeah. Okay, so it's a little bit, like 50 minutes later, and I've made the executive decision that I'm gonna kind of split up my meal prep today, because I wanna make lunch. So I thought, why don't I make one of my meal prep meals for lunch? What is my cat doing? And then later on, I won't have too much meal prep to do. So I am trying something new this week. I'm a very big creature of habit with my food, and I'm not sick of anything that I'm eating, but I'm also just kind of craving something different. So I'm going to experiment this week. I usually will always have dinner kind of fresh. So I'll prep the meat or protein source for my dinner prior, but then I'll always kind of cook things up fresh when I get home, because I just enjoy making dinner fresh, especially when Cruz is home. We have it together. But this week, before Cruz gets back, I want to have a very productive week, a grounded productive week. Don't need to keep disclaiming, but a grounded productive week. And I think that's going to come from actually having all of my meals prepped. So I'm just going to experiment. I'm going to see if it works for me. If it doesn't, we'll go back to usual next week. But what I'm thinking is, I actually found it on the Woolworths app. So when I do my online shop, I never actually use this feature. I've never used this feature ever, but I was like, why don't you actually utilize the recipe feature and see if there's anything in there that you kind of feel like? Because for me, I get a lot of like, not decision fatigue, but I just never know what I feel like, so then I just eat the same thing all the time. So I thought, why don't you try that out and then like modify a recipe? So I found a recipe. I think I'm really gonna use this moving forward. And I feel like when I'm a mum, this will kind of maybe be like something fun. If you're a mum, probably a great idea to use this. But in the recipe section, and then I've just like kind of saved some that I would like, and I want to make this pasta. So it's chili, feta, and spinach spaghetti with lentils in it for like the protein sauce, but I'm gonna add mince to it as well. And it's literally just got pasta, so I'll do gluten-free spaghetti, parsley, lemon, chili, garlic, spinach, lentils, feta, and then I'll add mince as well. I'm wondering now if I should have had like a sauce, because there's not going to be a sauce, so it might be a bit dry. But anyway, we're going to do that. Also guys, very soon I'm going to have some other really incredible recipes that I'll be able to use that I'll show you, but we shall talk about that another day. So I'm gonna get to prepping this, and then I'm gonna have a serve of it for lunch. I'm a very big experimental cook, so I really hope this is in focus. So I do make recipes for the sake of sharing recipes in terms of the actual quantities of things. However, I'm like my mum, I'm a very big throw it in, hope for the best, etc vibe. So I won't really follow this recipe, I've just got the ingredients of that recipe. So yeah, we're gonna make that, and then I'll see you for a taste test review once it's done. I also just feel like a little snack, so I'm gonna, like, this is not what I would classify a snack at all, but I just feel like chewing is essentially what I'm saying. So I'm gonna have 2 rice cakes with some honey. You didn't need to know that, but now you do. Okay, so ingredients wise, this is what we're working with, very basic. So you got parsley, pasta, I just got this feta, mince, which again, I feel like I should have a sauce for this, but anyway, chili, some salt, lentils, and spinach. So this should take no time at all. I just hope it tastes good. So let's see. I don't actually have a garlic mincer, so we're just gonna have to work with what we've got for now. Okay, you cannot make this up, but just ran out of gas. Just ran out of gas. So this is not something I've ever done in my life. We may have another gas bottle somewhere, but like when I tell you, I don't know how to do this stuff. Like Cruz just does all of this stuff, and I'm halfway through cooking and I need to somehow get gas back on the stove. So let's go see what we can figure out about that. I'll circle back and let you know how we go. All right, I think that I can do this because there is a spare gas bottle downstairs. But guys, if you're watching this just thinking you're a idiot, please, why does my brain feel like this could be one of those moments where I catch on film, like just doing the dumbest shit, and then this gas bottle is about to like blow up in my face? You know what I mean? I don't know. This is what we're working with though. What a beautiful day, by the way. So this is obviously a new one, I'm guessing. And then that's the old one. So I'm guessing what I do is close that. I'll obviously put you down close that all the way, take that, how the fuck, oh yeah, take that off. Yeah, okay, guys, I can do this. I can do this. Cruz, if you're watching, I hope you're proud of me. And I can do big girl things. All right, you're just gonna have to go there. Why does it feel like it's about to blow up in my face? Like, it's obviously not, but I'm like, the f. Okay, I can do this. I'm terrified, but I can do this. And like, how heavy are we talking? Into a little bit of a road bump here because so look, I've put this on extra tight, so that's on, but I'm not strong enough to open this. Like, is it literally just a strength thing? I'm trying really hard. Apologies if you can see it in my pants, but am I gonna have to get the neighbor? Oh my god, okay, there's movement. I think I'm twisting it the wrong way. Classic, guys. I was twisting it the wrong way. She's done it. I was twisting it the wrong way. But this is gonna seem the most nothing thing in the world to someone. But when I do stuff like that, hold on, let's talk about this. So that might seem like the biggest nothing thing in the world to someone, but to me, that was like, I'm really proud because I usually rely on Cruz for everything, which is, look, I'm not mad about it, but I never do stuff like that, you know. It's on, she's done it. It's just the little wins, guys, because I thought I was fucked then. I thought I absolutely was just not gonna be cooking again until Cruz got back from work in 3 days time, but yay. Yes, I understand how ridiculous this must sound to people, but to me, we've saved the day. So let's resume cooking. Okay guys, why am I just so incognito today? I look so like dark and gloomy with this hat on, but I'm just really in my hat era, and my hair is needing to be in its hat era because I washed it the other day and I don't know what happened, but it just went full Hagrid. So we're working with that, but the pasta was delicious. The only issue is when the whole gas situation happened, I left the pasta in the hot water, and it obviously wasn't boiling, but it was boiling prior, and then the pasta got really soft. When I mixed it through, the spaghetti just all broke. So you know when you eat it and it's like, this is how long the spaghetti strand is? That's what we're working with, but I'm very happy with it. It was very delicious, and it wasn't dry. I really thought it was going to be dry, but the feta throughout was like that creamy consistency. So would recommend. I can definitely tweak it. I'm thinking a bit more chili, a little bit more garlic maybe. It's a work in progress, but this is what I really want to do, especially before I become a mum, because my mum is the best cook in the world. Like, I aspire to be my mother, just in general. I aspire to be my mother. Like, she was the best mum, is the best mum. We had the best upbringing with her. She's just the goat, but something that adds to her goat status is her cooking. She's someone who, it's like you could have a can of tuna in the pantry and nothing else and she'd make a 5-star meal. Do you know what I'm saying? She just can make things work. So before I become a mum, and just for myself and for Cruz, I really want to just perfect, not perfect, but I just really want to get better at cooking different things, because I think I'm a pretty good cook. I think I get that from my mum, but I don't experiment enough. So I can do it, but then I just cook the same stuff over and over and over, and I don't want that to be the vibe. Like, I want to be the house where you come and it's just always just like vibrant, delicious tasting food, but all different, and experiment, and just, yeah. I don't want to be a meat and 3 veg every day kind of fam, you know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of what I am right now. I just cook steak and veggies and mince and veggies, and that's about it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna perfect this recipe over time, but so far so good. So I am going to put that away. I've got 5 containers because it made 6 serves, so I had 1 for lunch, 5 remaining. I got Cruz's mum's room ready, so that's all sorted, and then I'm gonna get to all the washing's done, so that feels good as well. But the windows, so I'm thinking I'll do a quick put the food away, that will take no time at all. Do the windows, I'll put the robot vacuum on while I do that, so then that guy can do his little job. Our robot vacuum is called Albus Dumble Sweep, and he gives me life. And then mop the floors, and that's kind of it. I want to get this done so that I can chill, because I'm still feeling pretty fatigued, and I think definitely I'm coming up to my period. And since getting the marina out, I've noticed my week prior I am so exhausted. So still kind of feel like figuring that out, still kind of balancing that out, but I just want to have an early chill night and finish reading my book. So it's currently 2 o'clock. If I can have all the house jobs done and all my meal prep, forgot about that, prep my lunches and my breakfast. I want to have it all prepped this week, like I said, but all done by 4:30, including shower. And Cruz will call it about 3:30, so maybe I'll try to be done by 3:30. So we're gonna get moving. We're gonna get moving. It's pretty much what I'm hearing. So yeah, off we trot. Off we trot to do some house cleaning. I quite like it because I know how I'm gonna feel afterwards, and I know how I'm gonna feel for the whole week when I'm sorted. So let's stop procrastinating. So you can see what I mean by the pasta all broke up, but this is the final product, and honestly, I'm very happy. It was delicious, and so many servings, and protein, obviously carb source, good fiber with the lentils, veggies, chili, all my favorite things. So we love. It is a little bit later. It is 3:15. The windows are done, the house is done, the bathrooms are done, the spare rooms are done, my room's done, washing's done, all the things are done. Now I'm just prepping the rest of my food, so lunches. So we're working with mushroom and zucchini. These are going to be in my breakfast, so I'm boiling some eggs. I'll have some mince patties, I think, and then mushroom zucchini in coconut aminos. And then I've got some rice over there. This needs to go in the bin, that's done. I always have like a little shopping bag with all my rubbish when I'm cooking, hack. But I've got some rice here for my lunches. So I'm gonna do like a chicken teriyaki kind of bowl. However, let me turn you back around. I have said this before and I will say it 100 times again. I hope you don't fall. I am not made for chicken meal prep, and I'm really trying to be. I'm really trying to be, because I want to eat something different, you know? But I'm just, it just, the taste, but also chicken prepped for multiple days, even 24 hours. I can't. So I'm gonna try again, a different style of chicken, and I'm gonna do 2 days worth, because I don't wanna do a whole week's worth and then waste it. So my inspiration is like a bit of a chicken nourish bowl moment. I've got zucchini, or actually, no, I'm gonna do broccoli and cabbage. I think that's it, and chicken and rice and spinach if I have any. Or maybe some zucchini too, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I'm kind of just working with what I've got. I do have this much zucchini left though, so maybe I will do zucchini and maybe some mushrooms. Anyway, that's really all. So yeah, pretty boring around here, guys, but I'm going to get this stuff done, and then I'm going to have a shower, get my PJs on, and relax. And there is nothing better than doing that after a day of just getting yourself sorted for the week. So yeah, I'm also worried because before I went to the bathroom and I had like half my boob out, like under boob half out, and I'm hoping that that wasn't the case when I was filming before. Because if it was, then there's going to be a lot of footage that probably can't go on the internet. So we shall see. But I'm going to get this done, and then I'll touch base with you guys probably after I'm ready and showered and all the rest. I'll FaceTime Cruz, of course, and then that'll be my day. That'll be my day. Excuse the exhaust fan, but this is what we're working with. So here's my chicken. Oh, like, oh, anyway, chicken. I've got like a marinade, teriyaki marinade in there, spring onion, chili flakes, salt. That's it. We're just going to see what happens. Usually I would leave this, like I would cover it and then put it in the fridge. Not that I ever make it, but if I ever want to marinate something, or I'm like just wanting a bit more flavor in my food, pop it in the fridge and cover it obviously. And I would leave it like the longer the better, maybe a couple of hours minimum. I personally find works the best. Anyway, that's what we're looking like. I'm going to pop some olive oil in the pan, let it heat up, and then cook them. I wonder, air fryer probably is better for this actually, or oven for it to be a bit more tender, but we're just gonna go with the pan. So I'll report back to you once it's cooked and see how we feel. And I've also got my veggies cooking in the background there, eggs are boiled. And then after that, this will be done, and it really did not take time at all. So just your reminder guys, I feel like I'm the girl you come to for very organized with like meal prep, but very, very easy. Is my food? Oh, it's not out again, sorry. But very easy. Like this stuff does not take a long time. It's super simple, and yeah, hopefully it's yum. Hopefully it's yum, but for the most part, everything else that I eat is delicious, guaranteed, because it's usually not chicken, and so easy to make. Ew, there is a fly on my camera. But yeah, I'll touch base with you once this is done, and then that'll be us for the day. Guys, firstly, it's getting a bit ridiculous that I still have this hat on because it's like late, but I have nailed this chicken. I have actually nailed it. I just need you to know that. It is so tender, it is so crispy on the outside, and it looks pretty ugly. Do you want me to show you? Oh, I'll show you when it's in the bowls, but if it lasts well, like if I enjoy it as meal prep, we could be onto something, because like it is so good. Have I cracked my chicken code? I fear I may have. I fear I may have. Anyway, stay tuned, because how I enjoy it as a meal prep is going to be the telling tale, but not telltale sign, whatever it is. But so far, chef's kiss. I'm like literally a chef today. I don't know what's going over me. Okay, just thought that you needed to know. This is what we're working with. So lunch is here. Very, very excited about you. Very excited about you, but don't let me down with the chicken going gross. Breakfast veggie. So I'm actually going to try a new morning routine this week where I'm going to go train early, then come home, rather than training and then getting ready for work at work, if that makes sense. But I wanted to prep my veggies. So I've got zucchini and mushroom cooked in coconut aminos, so just 2 mornings worth, and then I'll do some extra as I go. I've got some kimchi in the back there that I'll add as well. And then these are my dinners. So obviously the pastas. I'm going to have a yogurt with my breakfast. I've got eggs back here as well, so I've got boiled eggs. So I have boiled eggs, veggies, kimchi and fruit, and then also a yogurt so I get enough protein in. And then that is me for the first 2 mornings and lunches, and then all dinners. But these ones here are so easy to prep, and I've also got some mince that I will make some patties up, so that will either be for breakfast or for lunches throughout the week. But what I always do when I'm making dinner, I eat leftovers, if that makes sense. So I'll always make my dinner and then make up the leftovers of the meal. I'm not making literally any sense. Why? Rewind. I will just cook my lunch or breakfast for the next day whilst I make my dinner, because it's the same meal as my dinner. That was really not that hard. But obviously I've got that pasta prepped, so it's just gonna be, wait, No, because I've got my pasta prep for dinner. Anyway, whatever, it's not that deep. I will literally just make up some mince patties either tomorrow night or the next night. Boil some more eggs, and that's my story. That's my story, guys. So yeah, feeling very happy about that. Very chuffed. It is now 3:58, so we've done pretty good for time. Cruz is yet to call. He might still be asleep. He's on night shift at the moment. So I'm going to call it there. I have just got to wash the chopping board and pop a couple of things in the dishwasher. Hands up if you are a clean as you go person. Me. I cannot fathom a life where you would leave, and no shade guys, everyone's got their process, but where you would leave all of the mess, but not just when you finish cooking, but like after you finish. I don't know, like no shade, literally no shade, but it actually is easier to clean as you go. Like I truly believe it. Like it is easier to clean as you go, because when like the chicken's cooking, you've got a couple of minutes, you can just like put stuff in the dishwasher. When the veggies are boiling, or you know, they're sauteing, whatever it is, you can quickly tidy up the space. Like it's honestly easier. It's like yeah, it just is so, and then you're done and you finish dinner and then you're like, oh, everything is beautiful and I can just go to bed. So that is the way that I live, and yeah, wouldn't have it any other way. So I'm gonna put the last little pieces away, and then I'm just gonna chill, read. I probably won't have a shower yet because I'm gonna wait till Cruz calls, because he will be done shortly waking up soon. And then I shall have a shower, have my dinner, and go to bed, or watch an episode of Suits, or read my book if there is any of it left, but I'm gonna go read that now. So I think I'm gonna end off this vlog here. So yeah, love you guys. Thanks for still being here, even though I went AWOL, missing, etc for a while there, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work, and you know, I'm also gonna manage my expectations, which I really struggle to do. I really struggle to do, yeah. We don't need to talk about that today because that'll just turn into therapy, but I just like to set the bar very high for myself, sometimes unrealistically, and then when it doesn't happen, I just feel like I'm the worst person in the world. So rather than committing to a YouTube a week, which was my goal, no, actually my YouTube was once a fortnight, I'm gonna just really try and do that. Okay, I'm gonna try to do once a fortnight. Anything more than that is stunning, beautiful, amazing, but I'm not going to get upset with myself if it's not every day, every week. You know what I mean. So love you so much. Thank you for being here. I will see you in my next video. And just like that, he's awake, the king's awake. So that is my cue to call my husband. I love you, I love him. He's the best person in the world. We all need a Cruz in our life. And I'll see you in my next video. And as always, if you like being here, please comment. Let me know that you're here. I want to say hi. Also, subscribe, follow along, all the things. It means the world to me. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.